The Riverview Community School District boasts a proud tradition of excellence in education. Our schools produce students who are highly competitive in academics, athletics, musical and artistic talents, and leadership skills. Our district offers a diverse variety of programs that create opportunities for all students at every level to learn, and then to apply their knowledge all along the pathway to success, both during their time here in the district and after they graduate and assume the duties and responsibilities of an adult. Riverview has every right to be proud of our schools. From the time they became operational, the buildings that are part of our district today have served our school community with fidelity. Our school operational and maintenance department has faithfully taken to heart the task of keeping our buildings serviceable to students, staff, and the community at large. Our current high school building opened its doors in 1955, followed a year later by the opening of Memorial Elementary School. In 1959, Huntington Elementary School became operational, and Seats Middle School opened its doors the following year in 1960. It wasn't until 13 years later that the other school in our district, Forest Elementary School, began to welcome students. By the end of this school year, our oldest building will have been in existence for 60 years, and even our newest and youngest building will be 42 years old. Altogether, our buildings have hit the combined ripe old age of 272, with the median age of our buildings topping out at 54 and a half years old. Just like most people, as our buildings creep up in age, they are beginning to display the aches and pains that accompany increased years of longevity. As much as we can justifiably feel a deep sense of pride in our Riverview schools, we are at the crossroads where past, present, and future converge. While we sincerely respect the traditions and memories of the past, and we definitively embrace the present with a deep commitment to continued excellence in education, we must always keep our eyes turned toward the future.
If a class reserves the library, sometimes they get displaced. They don't have anywhere to do their work. So now you're telling a kid who's trying to go above and beyond, no place for you right now.
In order for our students to remain competitive and to gain the most value from learning the next generation science standards, they must have adequate classroom and laboratory facilities. Studies have shown that students benefit greatly from hands-on learning, and the skills gained through experimentation in the science lab provide superlative support for students who also take part in lectures and independent study of reading material. With this bond, the district plans to renovate the old cafeteria and to construct new technology and science classrooms and laboratories utilizing the space once garnered by the old cafeteria and kitchen. The entire wing of the school would become a state-of-the-art science and technology center for learning, significantly addressing the requirements of providing to our high school learners the skills and experiences necessary to compete in the 21st century job market. The domino effect of this new construction and renovation is that the old science classrooms can be remodeled to accommodate other classes. Without having to build a new high school or to add an additional wing of classroom construction, teachers of math, language, arts, social studies, arts, and other subject areas will see a significant improvement to the learning environment for their students. The room itself we put elevated. It wasn't our first choice, but we did it because the rooms were so small. We wanted kids to have a good view, but this does create a bit of a safety problem. I have kids trip on these stairs from time to time. A lot of sharp edges when you're walking around like that. I'd rather have a dedicated kind of lecture area where kids are sitting, not that we're just doing a bunch of old school lecture, but kids are sitting there for regular everyday instruction, but then they go to the perimeter. Most classrooms have where they walk out to the perimeter, and there are lab stations there, so you'll have your overall class, and it'll be a very large room, and the kids will sit in an area perhaps like this, in this area here with their instructor here and your projector and all that kind of stuff. But there will be lab stations that extend out. I'm going to draw very simplistic models, but a lot of times the shapes are like, they're geometric, they're a little bit more functional that way.
As the high school principal here at RCHS and someone who works with nearly 1,000 students closely on a daily basis, one of my biggest concerns is our lunchtime and cafeteria situation. Because of our space inside with capacity of just over 200, our students have an open campus for lunch where the majority of kids leave and go out to lunch. As you can see, this causes a challenging condition for our students trying to rush to leave a parking lot, and with that many teenagers on the road at once, with the limited time, it's a precarious situation for not just our student drivers, but also our residents and citizens driving during that time, as well as our police department here in Riverview. In addition to the drivers, a large population of students leave the grounds on foot, which inherently leads to a disturbance for our residents, whether it's them walking through yards, inherently leaving some litter. It's another major limitation with our current cafeteria facilities. Every day our staff, and undoubtedly many parents and families, also are concerned if their sons and daughters are making it to and from lunch safely. We're very fortunate thus far to have avoided a tragedy, but would really like to provide a safer alternative for our students and their families. Even with so many students exiting the building at lunchtime, the cafeteria is still not equipped to handle the freshmen and the other students who would like to stay in. Serving line causes a massive overflow, which blocks one of our tech hallways. Students spend quite a bit of time waiting in the line and have limited eating time when they get their food. Also factoring into the equation is our excellent culinary program here at RCHS. The program draws students from the entire area, and they have to share the limited kitchen area with lunch staff. Again, our primary goal here is safety. I want parents to be able to send their students to Riverview High in the morning and be assured that they will be here safely for the entire day. Extraneous driving will be eliminated, not just for our kids, but for people who live in the communities.
It has been many years since the Riverview community has been able to offer the benefit of having a pool for all members of the community to enjoy. As it stands now, the pool at Seats Middle School is the best we have to offer for our competitive swimmers and the community as a whole. Our school district envisions the renovation of the Seats pool with a focus on making the facility compliant with all regulations and standards. Moreover, the district has set a goal of making the pool accessible to senior citizens, children, students, and other members of the community year-round. In a partnership with the Riverview City Parks and Recreation Department, this pool can become an up-to-date venue for swimming instruction, competitive meets, and recreational exercise and relaxation. Once the Seats pool is renovated to become Riverview's main aquatic site, the high school pool will be renovated to provide additional access to community members who wish to take part in health and fitness activities.
Safety and security are central areas of concern for all schools today. Riverview Community School District recognizes the need for upgraded security measures in all of our schools. In order to increase protection for our students and to put forth best efforts to secure the children, staff, and buildings from harm, it is vital that school entrances be renovated and improved. The district is also aware of the need to redesign parking lots and to propose and implement strategies that make drop-off and pickup, as well as entering and exiting our schools, safer for students and more convenient and user-friendly for parents. This is particularly true at the elementary level. additional need that some of the buildings in Riverview are facing is the updating and installation of new boilers. As most homeowners are aware, the development of high-efficiency heating systems has led to greater cost effectiveness in their homes. The same is true for the schools. Although the custodial maintenance department keeps all the boilers in operation in an effort to maximize safety and comfort for children in the schools, it is obvious the boilers that are antiquated and obsolete are not the best option for Riverview schools. New high-efficiency systems can be put into place in our buildings, resulting in tremendous cost-cutting advantage, as well as more stable and reliable methods of controlling temperature in the classrooms and halls.
Our school district and our students continue to excel in the areas of academics, athletics, extracurricular activities, and leadership. We feel a tremendous and justifiable sense of pride in our accomplishments and the tradition of excellence that our district has fostered for many years. If the Board of Education is to be a proficient caretaker of the future that is exemplified through the eager young learners entering our doors and populating our classrooms, it is vital that we take a serious look at the issues related to the deterioration of our facilities. The problems are notable, but not insurmountable. In Riverview, we are proud of our past, but we must also take a long, hard look toward the future. It's been our tradition to hire excellent teachers and support staff, and it has been our practice to work together as a team, putting our hearts and our hands into the sculpting of distinction for our schools and for our community. We do things in Riverview the pirate way. That means that we are tenacious in our efforts to meet and surpass goals. It also means that we navigate changes effectively and relentlessly. Although we're proud of our well-constructed and maintained buildings, the Board of Education, with community and staff input, has decided that it's time to do some work to maintain and improve school facilities that will provide our students with a learning environment to help them achieve goals required for success in the 21st century. Thank you for taking the time to watch this important presentation, and please remember to vote on November 4th.